If you believe it has to be hard, then it has to be hard. If you believe it can be simple, it can be fun, it can be great, it can be easy, it can be freeing, it can be enjoyable, then your mind will start seeking and absorbing evidence to support that. So it is really important when you're listening to this brand new 4-part series, Work Less and Make More, because we're setting up your business right now for success this summer. And if you're listening to this and it's winter and you're listening to this and it's fall or spring, all of this still applies. But I felt it was so important to do this right now because many of you are struggling with this. It feels so hard. It feels so daunting. It feels overwhelming. It feels like too much. And when we get stuck in that loop, everything feels like it's working against us, and everything we want, whether it's relationships, money, love, notoriety, success, it gets further and further away. So as you're going through this 4-part series, this no fluff guide to having it all with a sense of ease and joy, I just want you to have an open mind and keep reminding yourself, you know what? It gets to be simple. It gets to be fun. It gets to feel great. It gets to be different now because I so choose, and I declare that today. If you're tired of hearing the same old basic mindset and motivational fluff talk, you've come to the right show. Welcome to Project Me with Tiffany Carter, the podcast, where we dish on everything from managing that crazy brain of yours to manifesting abundance to my straightforward, actionable steps that will make you major money online. Now, I'm not your typical multimillionaire entrepreneur. It takes a small village to keep my anxiety and depression in check. I'm inherently disorganized with an intense obsession with office supplies. Your girl here is a digital marketing content expert who's generated over $200 million in sales. I promise by tuning in twice a week, you will get a much needed refreshing dose of truth, clarity, and cash-making advice. Now let's get to it. What up, my people, my posse, my fellow crazies? It's your host, Tiffany Carter, and this is the show that is going to help you grow your business, your bank account, your mindset, your abundance, your relationships, and everything in between. This is part 1 of a brand new 4-part series, Work Less and Make More. So part 1, we're going to focus on setting your business up for success this summer. Or you could say this season, if you're listening to this many months from now. All 4 parts will absolutely apply, and it's a no fluff guide to having it all, which is absolutely possible. Before we get into that, 2 amazing things. 1, this Wednesday, meaning like right around the corner here, I am doing a free live specialized training. I only do a couple major free live trainings a year. You are not going to want to miss this. You need to prioritize it. There's a reason why all my live trainings sell out. There's a max of 500 free tickets because we're doing this on Zoom. So you need to go grab your seat and send it to anyone who you feel would be excited to learn 4 unique ways to getting fresh cash flowing into your business this summer. Yeah, exactly. And this is not basic stuff because basic equals broke, and we don't do basic here at Project Me. You can go to projectmewithttiffany.com/summer cash, or you can swipe up. It's right here in the show notes. And here is this really cool extra bonus that I'm doing for you guys. If you leave a written review of this podcast on Apple and leave your name in the review or your Instagram or TikTok handle and email us or DM us, I will give you my brand new, never released workbook, Work Less and Make More. And it's a printable workbook totally for free. This will soon be for sale. So you're going to absolutely want to take that 30 seconds to go leave a written review of the show. You can email us at support@projectmewithttiffany.com. If you're multitasking right now and you're like, oh my God, I'm never going to remember that email, you can also take the screenshot of your review and DM me on Instagram at projectmewithttiffany. That's also an option. And you will get this workbook delivered to you for free, which is only going to enhance this 4-part series for you. I need to say this first to you. If you believe that it has to be hard in order for you to have success, then you are going to consciously and subconsciously make it hard for yourself. This doesn't mean you sit back on the couch and you blow things off and you only work when you feel like it and you just travel the world and make all this money. No, that's fantasy marketing. And that's not true. That'd be like saying, oh, you just do the 7-day juice cleanse and you're going to lose 10 pounds and you're going to keep it off. Or you inject yourself with Ozempic and there's no side effects. I'm not going to stop with the Ozempic thing. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've been tempted, especially when you see the new series that's of the Kardashians on Hulu. There is no doubt in my mind that Kim and Khloe have been doing the Ozempic. And I'm like, well, I mean, I feel they're like wasting away, getting too skinny. I'm almost like, maybe I need to like go a couple rounds of that Ozempic. Don't worry, I'm not doing it, but I'm still not going to stop talking about it. We get to have what we desire in a way that feels good to us. This doesn't mean that it's going to be easy all the time. This doesn't mean you can avoid hard days. This doesn't mean that you only get to show up when you feel like it. That would be called spiritual entitlement, right? That would be like you saying, oh, I believe in God, but I don't have faith. It just doesn't work like that. You have to be humble and willing to show up regardless. But it also doesn't have to be as hard as you think it needs to be in order to have great success in your business. So there's really 3 main things that you need to be doing in order to set your business up for maximum success and cash. And I'm going to take you through those right now. Number 1, you need to structure and package your offers so they strategically stack. Here's what I mean by this. And this is whether you have a giant multi-billion-dollar brand, you're just starting, or all the income levels in between. It is far less expensive and requires much less work to have repeat clients, people regularly buying from you, consuming from you, or consuming from a brand, than to attract and convert a new client. Yes, you always want to have new people too. But when I go and look to invest in a company, like I'm looking right now to buy a company. And one of the main questions I wanted to know for this specific product-based business, it has both physical products and digital products. I wanted to know, what is your repeat customer rate? Who's buying year over year? What is your average customer buying? What's their average purchase? Because this says a lot about the quality of the business. This says a lot about the quality of the products and the support and what they're delivering. Because do you really want a one and done brand? Now, there's one and done brands out there. There's one and done music artists. There's one and done creatives. There's one and done clothing products. Do you really want that? I mean, you'd have to really have a major hit for you to reap the rewards of a one and done. I don't think you're about that if you're listening to the show. I think that, yes, you want to make a crap ton of money. You want to live life on your terms and your time and travel when you want and live where you want while helping and serving people and making some sort of a difference in this crazy world that we live in, and get well compensated for it. And because you want that, you're going to want repeat people to continue to serve your existing client base over and over again. To do that, you have to strategically create offers that complement one another, that stack upon each other, right? So, for example, you might be in my famous Project Me Posse business coaching membership right now. That's only $3.33 a day. It's $100 a month. It's month to month. You can cancel anytime. Now, I have that membership capped, so there aren't always new membership spots available. You can check the page at any time, and if it's open for you to join, then there's a spot. If it's not, the page will say closed. But that is an example of an entry point offer, right? But everyone who's in there, I have people who've been in there 3 years. There's a reason why that membership's famous. I over deliver. People get great results from it. They have great community. It's an honest space to talk about the struggles of entrepreneurship, to collaborate with other people, to get your questions directly answered by me and other great special guest experts. And you get that experience from being in there and you're like, God, this is so good at this price point, and I'm getting so much value out of this experience. I can only imagine what it would be like to join Tiffany's signature program, which I only have once a year, right? Like they'll join that, or like my Abundance League Mastermind, which, by the way, the only way that you're going to be able to get pre-launch pricing, we will honor it if you've registered and you attend the free live training this Wednesday. So you'll want to go into that mastermind experience with me, which also has a 2-day live event in it, because you've experienced such great results at an entry level with me. And most all of my private clients and mastermind students stay in that Project Me Posse membership ongoing. So then they buy that. Then I have maybe a workbook that comes out. Then people want to buy that. And I might have a special workshop, and then people join that. When people get great value and feel safe and good and supported with you and your community, and they're getting results, they're going to keep buying from you. That's why my podcast is top 40 of all podcasts worldwide, is because this is free, but I'm delivering the goods. There's a reason my free live training for this Wednesday, the free tickets are going to sell out, because the people who've been to my other live trainings that I've done, which aren't that many, get such great results from it, literally make money from it, lives are changed from it, that they prioritize this. They send it to everyone they know. They send it to the people in their downline. They send it to the people on their team. They send it to people who they know hate their job. They send it to all the people because they know it's such a valuable resource. But if you don't have things structured and stacked in a strategic way, psychologically and tangibly, this is not going to happen. Number 2, your messaging and branding. You could have everything structured and have a nice offer suite going on. And you could have even paid someone like me to help you do all of that. But if you do not nail the messaging and branding of your offers, people are not going to get that feeling like, oh my God, I have to have this. I need this in my life. This is a priority. Take my money. Here it is now. And the key when it comes to messaging and branding isn't, oh, it needs to look pretty. It needs to look professional. It needs to look nice. Not even that it needs to be clear. It's that it needs to deeply emotionally connect. The problem business owners, both solopreneurs and established entrepreneurs that come to me who aren't making the money they want to make, they're not getting the volume of people joining their programs or buying their courses or things that they want, even though they know they have good stuff, is simply because their content is too surface. Their messaging is not hitting a level of depth where it is giving someone that feeling, oh my God, this is my person. This is what I have to do. This is a no-brainer. And this can be learned, even if you've already put yourself out there. There's reasons why you see mega brands that you love doing new and improved packaging, new branding, new boxes for their lotions and potions. We can fix this at any time. And oftentimes the things that need to be fixed in your business, it's not some big labor-intensive overhaul that has to happen. It's usually a few key puzzle pieces that I identify that you're missing. And all we need to do is fill in those puzzle pieces and you'll start seeing the clients in cash flow. I have countless people talking about this that are my mastermind students, are my private clients. And you can read all those testimonials. They're in a highlight section in my Instagram. You can go to the actual mastermind page for the Abundance League and you'll see tons of videos of people sharing these exact things. I'll put that link in the bio as well, so you can swipe up and get in there. But you want to prioritize this free training that's coming on Wednesday. Straight up, hardcore facts. We are making the replay available as long as you sign up for 48 hours. So you're not going to want to miss that. It's projectmewithtiffany.com/summer cash. And yes, I am going to be sharing and giving time for you to ask some questions about my Abundance League Mastermind, but not before I deliver the damn goods to you. So I want you to really take a look at yourself on, am I truly over delivering? I don't mean over giving and not having boundaries in your business and for yourself, but are you giving your ideal clients the feeling of, oh my God, she was so helpful giving this for free, or giving to this at this price, or giving this at this price point. This is my person over again. One of my longtime clients who has been repeatedly paying me high ticket offers, mid ticket offers, low ticket offers for years now, who I helped her build her business from zero, from literally an idea. And now she has an incredibly popular, in fact, one of the most popular women's golf brands and retreats that there is in the world, and continuing to grow. And her podcast started from scratch, Instagram, TikTok, everything from scratch. And she said on an episode, and you can go look at the episode if you want, it's with Tori, but Tori Totless, she said, like, you're the person I come back to again and again. Why? Because what you do with me and what you help me with gets me a clear ROI, gets me clear results, and it's undeniable. So why would I go and do anything else? Exactly. Not to say there aren't other people who could help her and she could benefit from, but I'm her core homie, right? And you want to be that core homie for your people, but they're not going to lean in and trust you unless your messaging and branding connects with them psychologically, which is something I specialize in teaching and something that I will be teaching in depth inside my mastermind, are the psychographics of your ideal client, not the demographics. Number 3, audience growth. Do you need to have some big audience to even be cracking 10,000 a month, 15,000 a month? No, you do not. You do not need some giant audience. But it would be a lie to say that there is a direct parallel to your audience growing, as long as it's growing with ideal clients, not broke asses, not people not willing to pay you, not content vampires, but your audience growing with ideal clients and your revenue growth for any type of business. Yes, that's parallel. That'd be like having a restaurant and saying that the more people who, us having more foot traffic or more people knowing about it won't yield us making more money in our restaurant. Well, of course it will. So you need to be following a proven audience growth plan that feels fun and exciting to you, not where it's like, oh God, I've got to post. Oh, I don't know what to say. I guess I have to dance on video. Oh my God, I have to send out like 27 emails. If you're feeling that way about your audience growth strategy, or you really don't have one, you're just kind of posting and hoping they will come, you're screwed, because you're burning tons of time and energy. This is giving you content fatigue, because the content monster is real. You have to keep feeding it, and you have to keep feeding it with high quality stuff, or it's not going to convert. And your business is going to get stuck. You're not going to be able to generate that income where you work less and make more. Because in order for you to work less and make more, you need higher numbers of people buying your stuff. I want you to still do one-on-one service work if that lights you up. I will always coach one-on-one clients. It's a matter of my price point increases, and I don't have to. That's the other point. I don't have to. It's a choice. Some seasons I open my applications, my private coaching applications for my exclusive 2-month private business coaching program for the summer are open. I think I have 2 spots left right now. I take a maximum of 6 people. That's it. And some seasons I don't offer at all. The point is, I want you to have the option. I love it. If you don't love being active in your business, there's something else amiss. Something is misaligned. Something's not working. And it could also be you don't have enough passive income coming in where you feel like you have the option to do these, take on more clients or do more activities that are trading your time for money. When you know you have the option, you have more of a freeing attitude towards it. And in order to have that option, we need to have a higher volume of high quality people buying from you on repeat. And some of you are sitting on legit audiences, right? It's like you have 3,000 people. Some of you have 17,000. I coach people regularly who have 200,000, 500,000 people in their audiences. I coach a fitness person right now, 1.5 million people between TikTok and Instagram. And she was broke as a joke coming to me. Her audience was filled with thirst trap guys, 90-day fiancés. She'd get some people buying here and there. She was only selling like affiliate stuff, because she didn't have these 3 things in place. And she was so stressed out. She had so much content fatigue. And she was resentful towards her business because she was putting all this energy and free content out there and not getting much in return. And I was like, yeah, I don't blame you for being upset. You know, you've put in a lot of time and energy and money in building this great audience and serving your audience, and you deserve to be well paid for it. And you're simply missing these 3 things. And we just need to put those puzzle pieces in place. Wow, we're lucky I even got those words out. That was a tongue twister. But we just need to put these in place, and you're going to see it flowing. And literally within 2 weeks, she had her first $27,000 month. And then she went to $40,000 a month. And now she's at $58,000 a month and growing. But she had to be willing to stop and invest and learn how to put these things in place and not be an accidental entrepreneur, not do the posting and hoping they will come, wishing they will come, thinking something will change, looking at other people's stuff and trying to do a version of what they're doing. She goes, no, I need to treat my business like a business if I want to have business level cash, right? If you want to have CEO level cash and freedom cash and truly work less and make more, yeah, you're going to need to invest in being able to learn how to do these things and implement these things. And that will pay off for decades to come. Decades. This business, this podcast, My Posse, I only started monetizing it for 4.5 years. If you knew that, and this is me working part-time and having another business, by the way, that I've had for 16 years. It's an 8-figure business specializing in medical, pharmaceutical, health practitioner, digital marketing. All right. And that was built with no social media. That was built the hard, old school way. And let me tell you, you do not want to build a business that way. We don't, thank God, we don't have to anymore. But this e-learning market, this course creation market, this market where you are leveraging your intellectual property to make money is the fastest growing industry, period, hands down, growing by the hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars per month. And you want in on this, but you're not going to be able to even get a micro slice of that pie if you don't have these three things implemented. You might make some money, but not the kind of money where you're working less and making more. So 2 places to start. 1, this Wednesday, make sure you're signed up for that summer cash free live specialized training. We're going to be teaching you the 4 unique ways to bring in fresh cash into your business this summer. Because if you're not making fresh cash in your business, you do not have a business, honey. You have a jobby, a time and energy sucking hobby, and we're not available for that shiz. Number 2, leave a written Apple podcast review of the show and put your name or Instagram handle in that review. Take a screenshot, DM it to me, email it to me, and then you will get a free copy of my Work Less While Making More printable workbook. And the third thing is you are like, you know what? I'm going to take actions and treat my damn business like a CEO because I want CEO level cash. Boss moves are required if you want baller cash. If you want what I want, that's straight up what's required. And you have it in you. It's just scary and it feels risky, but you got to bet on yourself. If you're not betting on yourself, what's the point? Who are you betting on if you're not betting on yourself? And you want to go straight to apply for the mastermind, you can go to projectmewithtiffany.com / and I'm like, oh God, what is it? / Abundance League. Swipe up. That's in the show notes to sign up for the free live training. That's also in the show notes. It's in my link in bio on Instagram and TikTok as well. Make your move. Part 2 on Wednesday is going to be 6-figure manifesting to work less and make more. I've never taught this live before. You are going to be shooketh. Wishing you great health, wealth, and worth as always. Love you. If you enjoyed this podcast, please write a 5-star review on iTunes. Not only will this make me super happy, but it will allow more listeners to find our special show. Simply help me help others.